You put your name in a hat to be the leader of the Republican Party in the Senate. I once spoke to former Speaker of the House, John Boehner, and of course the House is a lot bigger. He said it's like herding cats,
right?
Trying to actually said it's like trying to get a wheelbarrow across the floor full of frogs and trying to keep them in the barrel. Why do you want to be leader?
Well, honestly, I think I have something to offer, and these are challenging times. It is hard governing these days. There aren't any easy issues, but I think we need a new generation of conservative, principled, consistent leadership for our country that empowers, in this case, Republican senators, and many of whom have tremendous talents that I think we can take advantage of, and be difference makers. I mean, in the end, that's what it's all about. I think people who enter public life do it because they want to be a difference maker. And I want to enable that to happen, provide the kind of leadership that brings the best out in people and hopefully makes the people around you better. That's always what I believe a leader is about. That's what I believe in sports and athletics. The great players are the ones that make the players around them better. I just think that we have this will be a pivot. It's a change for sure. I have a different style than Senator McConnell, who's been a very effective leader in many ways. But I think this is one of those transitions, and it's time to move forward, and I want to be a part of that effort.
Can you work with President Biden if he's reelected and get things done? And you were not quick to endorse former President Donald Trump. You have now endorsed him for president. Can you work with him? I mean, when you look at these two men, very different personalities, without any doubt.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think you have to be able to work with people who disagree with you. And, clearly with a President Biden, we have lots of disagreements, policy disagreements. It'll be harder to find common ground, but there are some issues where I think we can do that. If it's President Trump, yes, we worked together when he was president before. I was one of the key negotiators of the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act on the Senate Finance Committee, which he signed into law, and I think was one of his signature accomplishments. And then we pushed through 145 judges when I was the whip on the floor, and he was the president. So we can work together. And I waited until the South Carolina primary was over with, and it became clear to me that he was going to be the nominee. He will be the nominee. And I think we have a real opportunity to change the direction of the country, fix some problems, and hopefully come up with some solutions that will make the lives of the American people better. And he can provide that leadership at the White House, and we're going to do everything we can to provide it in the Senate, whether I'm the leader or not.
You first endorsed Senator Tim Scott.
Right.
That's your first choice. Now, of course, the president's going to be, the former president will be looking for someone to be a vice president. Would that be someone who you would think would be capable? I assume you think that Senator Tim Scott would be a capable president. Is that what you would look for in terms of a vice president for the former president?
I think that's always first and foremost the fundamental requirement. Is this somebody who could step into this office and do it well? And I think Tim Scott checks that box. I did endorse him for president. I think he'd be a great vice president. There are others out there who are mentioned, all of whom bring different, qualities and attributes to that position. But if it were Tim Scott, I think that's a ticket that people across the country could really get behind. And he also is a leader who, has a different style, different message, appeals to different constituencies. And I think it's about addition when it comes to politics and multiplication, not division and subtraction. And we want to grow our majority, not only here in the United States Senate, but across the country. And somebody like Tim Scott, I think, helps do that.